And we are back with more Elden Ring. Last time we left off, we found the path to the Haligtree, which has some connection to both the Albernax and seemingly Melania and Miquella. And the reason that we are hunting the tree down currently is that since the DLC seems to deal with Miquella, hoping that by hunting down the tree we might get a bit more backstory there. And then we can start tackling the DLC itself. Now, before we head back into the snowfield here, because last time we tried rushing the obelisk to get the map, but we were ambushed by wolf-riding warriors and a giant ghost dragon warrior, so hardly ideal. But there's a comment in the past video regarding, I guess, something basically with Gustok is really buggy, so we're supposed to go back and try to see if we can't unstick him from being bugged. And then in theory that should connect back to Kenneth Height. That was his name. Yeah, man, it looks like he's still just having the time of his life.
Now I can I?
You know, Gustok, you do you. You have that great time. But alright, we'll try going to the secluded cell. Let's try, like, running into the area. I know, very much neither here nor there, but, you know, if there is story there and, you know, people want me to actually check it out, I should do my best to actually try and get something to happen here. Even though, just still see Gustok stomping away. It sounds like he's the one that needs to move. Oh! Here we go. Actually, hindsight. There wasn't any special options here, right? No. Okay, but I see him gone now. Can I take the head? Can I stomp the head? Nope. So I wonder if he's in here, because this room we're not able to attack. Ooh. Well, I see everyone's gathered. I did not receive a proper invite to this meeting. Who to talk to first? I guess we'll talk to Gustok first.
Ah, you is it? Haven't seen your mug in quite some time. As you can see, I'm the new lady's attendant. Freedom was worth squat. Besides, I like it round here. Lady Nepheli's still fair of heart and countenance.
You change your tune quite suddenly, good sir. Hello, Kenneth.
Ah, nice to see you after so long. Safe and sound, I take it, yes? Good. Ah, quite. I have indeed selected a new ruler. Lady Nepheli is strong and just, worthy of the burden of Limgrave's lineage. Such is the sincere opinion of I, Kenneth Height, no less. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But I plan on returning to my fort afterwards, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood. I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine.
Okay. Very odd around here.
Still, I have the lady's trust, so I can loot all the corpses I like. I'll let you take a look at the goods if you fancy.
Ooh, new goods. Alright, alright, an ancient dragonsmithing stone. I definitely want that. Alright, let's go ahead. We need about 4,000 ruins there. Da-da-da-da. I think this should do. We'll use one of these.
Ah, back again, are we? Curious one you are. Well then, what are you after?
Alright, ancient dragonsmithing stone. Gimme, gimme. Cool. Alright, then let's try to replenish all of Kenneth's dialogue.
For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But I plan on returning to my fort afterwards, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood. I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine.
Okay, that was repeat dialogue. Hello.
It's been some time. I must thank you for your aid. I told Father I would be with him no longer. I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior, so many moons ago. This land is much like the one from which I hail. I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that has settled on the winds.
Can I be there when you call it down?
Again, I am Nefeli Lu, warrior. Some call me by the title of Lady, but I remain the same woman underneath, though I have now abandoned my former guidance. I cannot express how much you've helped me.
Hey, 2 ancient dragon smithing stones. Nice.
Should you become Elden Lord, I would gladly lighten your burden.
You know, the last person that told me that became a giant stone head, so...
Farewell, fellow warrior. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere. I will remain to summon your guidance surely.
Alright. I get the feeling I'm gonna come back and the storm's gonna have kind of killed everyone.
For the time being, at which time by raising, I hope it is just...
Alright. I mean, they all seem to be good.
Ah, back again.
Well then.
And nothing new over here. We'll check the side room, because I always wondered why the side room was over here. But I mean, so many people are already gathered here, I can't think of anyone that's missing from the party. That said, I didn't expect them all to suddenly appear here like that, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone else around here. But okay, let's go back to the Consecrated Snowfield. Let's proceed to march north until we get spotted Grace, and then we'll teleport back to see if anything's changed. Alright, last time we just kind of charged the road, but the ghost did indicate we're supposed to follow the lights, so... this time around, that's what we're gonna do. Can't tell if the snail is glowing or the snail sitting on glow. But okay, seem to be good. Alright, rock. I didn't see the glow on the other side of the rock here. Regular dude. Alright, McQuilla's Lily. I mean, kind of while we're here, for any McQuilla lore we can get. Because that should be relevant then to the DLC. There we go. It's like, good sirs, I am trying to pillage your caravan here. Alright. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I got up. Hey, you guys up front. Stop moving. There, yep, there we go. It's like, needed the break target lock. St. Trina's torch. Oh. Every time we get a unique torch, there's some sort of special effect to it, so I'm somewhat curious here. Hey, we gotta do this. You can just carry your empty cart right now if you want. Alright. I thought he was gonna do a roar, but... I do like he's a lot more, like, yetified here. Dang it. I'm glad his partner has not decided to join the fray, though. It's like, as long as his head is awkwardly placed, this is less than ideal. I am a bit curious, though, how many runes he's worth. There we go. Oh, not too shabby. That said, I don't think necessarily worth the time. Let's real quick go ahead and slap a bestial vitality on as I pass it on by. Boom. Alright, back through the snowfields here. Oh, actually, a bit of peace and quiet. St. Trina's torch. Causes sleep buildup 72. Ooh. Candlestick torch that burns with a light purple flame. The carvings depict St. Trina, but in adult form, somewhat unnervingly. The light purple flame induces sleep. Unique skill, fires with slumber. Blow into the candlestick's flame, creating a stream of hazy purple fire to cover the ground ahead. The intoxicating flames inflict a sleep ailment upon foes. Not too bad. Okay. Where? We are a ways away from the obelisk still. Okay. Seeing a glow here. A glow over here. I don't think this is where I came from. Oop, Golden Rune 11. Rhymed Crystal Bud. Okay. Ooh. So there's a crypt nearby. Okay. Guided and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. We know these guys actually give their treasure up. Golden Rune 13, not bad. Only a little further now. Show me the path, O gentle lights. The path to Elfiel. I am kind of curious where this Haligtree, like, what type of environment it's in. Okay, so he's not where we're trying to go, but... do we dare head back into the snow to find this crypt? I think so. Just being a bit on the cautious side here. I wonder if you do something further in that causes a snowstorm to let up, or that this area will always be covered in a snowstorm. I feel like it's probably the latter, but just kind of makes me wonder if I should be out here wandering about. Okay, so it should be somewhere north. Boy, it feels like I'm playing EverQuest back in the day. Just hug the zone wall. Okay, should be somewhere around here. Actually, to guarantee that we know roughly where to go back to, because where we saw the statue is where we had a glow. We want to make sure that after we get there, that all things are pretty good. Feels like it really has to be... Oh no, okay, we should go going south. Assuming that the light is a 1-to-1, and not just rough direction. And I'm figuring there's going to be a door somewhere in this rocky cliff. Ooh. Here we go. The Consecrated Snowfield Catacombs. Alright, touch grace. Alright, we should probably use a shackle. I do wonder if the water would ever be an illusion. Like, you hit the shackle and then it reveals that the water's actually ground. Okay. It's like, have to keep an eye out to see if, any treasure. Ah, okay, so it turned off a trap. I saw another little dude to the side, but... Alright, so there's where the boss is gonna be. There we go. Come on. Garden. Interesting that basically it's like ice breath rather than actual fire. Alright, rejuvenating boluses. Now the question is this crypt going to play with my mind like some of the more recent ones have? And as always, let's make sure it's not default opened, alright. So locked by some contraption. Hello. And I'm guessing that that giant cat warrior is going to be moving. Phew! Oh, alright, so I can't get in. Good to know. Oof. Okay. I mean, I'm guessing because they're stone, blunt's probably the way to go, so I think we bust out the old fisticuffs here. And thankfully, yep, our ruins are right here. Oh yeah. Turn on the torch again. Oh! Not the direction I thought it would go. that does reach pretty far. Alright, forked hatchet. Ah, good old boxing. It feels so good. I was stuck in the middle of the animation. That said, this guy's pretty bulky health-wise. But kind of all the more reason I want to actually take him out. Anti-magic? Oh. Oh! Ooh? Huh. I kind of figured that, to take a Marco would be an option, because it was an option just previously, but maybe we're too far in. Yeah, we should probably top off just in case. Priority 1. Whoop. Oh, no, okay. I thought basically the thing was higher up. I'm a bit curious if any of the magic would actually be pretty good against it. Like unintentionally dodged by floating upward like that. Okay, so far so good. Spoke a bit too early. Yes. Just gotta kite it a bit. I got the high ground advantage. Alright, 7,000 runes, not too shabby. Now that said, I wonder how many more there's going to be, though. That's not really a strategy to be doing against multiple of them. Alright, root resin. Okay, keep this moving up. Oh yeah, gotta turn on the lantern again. And put up a dung. heard another to the right. Feels like I should probably bust out the God Stitcher to try and get some health back. Ooh. Oh. One of Malenia's men. Ugh. Now the big question is the cat gonna come back or not? Doing pretty good there until we weren't. Okay, all the way back up here. Shield at the ready. Alright, gotta say, weapon that's not being as good as I want it to be. Alright, I think... like, part of me just really wants to kind of bum rush forward. Admittedly, because I want to get my runes back. Alright, back through here. Up over here. Is the big cat back? Really wonder if I can't, like, lure them into the breath. Dang it. Cool. Alright, now we just sneak on back over here. Ah, yes, these two. There we go. Come on, I want you to hit me. Okay, this is going to be a bit more tricky here. Phew. Alright, give me my runes back. And... Brave Glove War 8. Now, if I remember correctly, this leads back up over... yeah. Whoop. I wasn't aware that there was something that was going to be breathing inside here. bestial vitality is good enough. Alright. Not good enough anymore. Okay, as long as the cat stays down there, unaggroed, all the better. Yeah, I don't trust that knight staying down. I'm hoping that the cat doesn't hear the noise and try coming back up. Alright, this is good. We can work with this. Phew! Alright, I think they're done. Cool. Okay, let's go over at 9. You know, maybe we'll just use the shackle. Ooh. Somewhere, every door is opened. Excellent. Grave over at 9. Okay, go to room 12. Now... Okay, about 75,000. Because obviously there's more to this dungeon. Like, where was... Like, this is like hiding underneath, so where did the original cat thing go to? And if anything, let's top off just in case. And nothing over there. Yeah, where does this go? Ooh. Like, I don't think Scarlet Rot would work on a statue, but I don't know for sure. I mean, when in doubt, throw Spectral Lances. I didn't realize that the mist is still lingering. Man, at least this is easier to get, though. We don't have to worry about dealing with Miquella's warriors. Or Millennius warriors. So we do have to worry about triggering all these individual little dudes along the way here first. Part of me is like it might just be easier to forgot to disable that. Or more that I forgot that basically from my goofing around before that wouldn't necessarily be disabled. And turn on the lantern again. Alright, back to the shackle. Thankfully, the only thing we really need to worry about is the cat. Come on, little guy, get over here. Away from the cat. How dare have better cover than I do. Screw this. Don't you stop and walk away. Dang it. Like, how much free damage can we get here? I do wonder if they're capable of getting frostbite, but I kind of doubt it. Man, so much health. Man, it's getting there. I don't think it'll get hit anymore, though. Oh, no, okay. Okay, so it's back to staring at the wall like previously. We have a lot of ruins on the line, so we're being a bit careful. And if we hear activate, we run. I'm really curious if I can just snipe this guy first. There we go. Yeah, we should take care of this guy the old-fashioned way. Alright, that guy taken care of. Do we just do what we did before? And I think this is good at least until he gets inside the room. Dang it. It's like shield at the ready. We're interested in this thing. Imped Elder. Grave Glovewort 9. Okay. No secret passages. Oh yeah, we can't teleport out. Oop. Even Bone Shard. Just run. Keep running. Alright, that's good. Alright, now what type of boss are we dealing with here? Awesome. And, Imped Elder. Head covering, made from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem. Resembling an elder, it holds trace amounts of arcane knowledge. Alright, now who to use? Thinking Mimic Tier. Ouch. Mimic, please! There we go. Oh! Did a snake pop out of him? Featured Grave Warden Duelist down. Great Glovewort. Wait, Great Grave Glovewort and Rotten Gravekeeper Cloak. Ooh. Thick, bristly cloak eaten through by scarlet rot, the symbol of the underground Gravekeeper station. Oh. And yeah, so a Great Grave Glovewort, so this is for regular ashes. White flower that blooms in catacombs, an especially large specimen. Strengthens ashes to +10. Since times of old, large gloveworts were used to comfort heroic spirits, given in tribute to those who died the most glorious of deaths, in hope their stories would become legend. Alright, not too shabby. Turn to entrance. Actually, now that I think about it, double check to see if we have a level up now. we definitely have enough to level up. Alright, rest deck side of grace. Level. Alright, so we have Vigor, Mind, and Endurance at 30. Let's try to get Dex to 25 so we can try out that shoulder of the Eclipse. Alright, now the difficult part here is going to be getting back safely to the spot of light. Let's see if that's doable. We're going to try and keep ourselves capped off here on the snowfield. Okay, cool. Alright, row fruit. Cool. Statues properly turned off. Can't tell if those are frozen trees or like stalactites. Hello again. Thank you. Bringing me treasure. How kind. But okay, so it doesn't give like additional heroes runes. I was wondering. Oh yeah, we're trying to get to Alphanard? Or FL. Hey look, buddy. You don't start stuff with me, I don't start stuff with you. Oh. Yeah, it seems like these guys are kind of like intermediaries for the light. I think I'm going in the correct direction. I mean, we're getting closer to the obelisk. I keep expecting something to kind of like push through the snow and attack these guys. We cool? You're cool with me, I'm cool with you. We don't gotta do this, Paige. We don't gotta do this. I tried to warn you. Red branch short bow. Yeah, we're gonna top off just in case anything kind of takes us by surprise suddenly. That said, I'm kind of going backwards now. But I guess this should be fine. I mean, just follow the lights after all. I like the one that's just buried in the snow. Yep, just slow but steady. Let's not get attacked by wolf warriors again, or giant ghosts of dragon warriors. Alright, continue going down here. Boy, feels like for every step closer to the obelisk, we also get a step farther away. I just gotta trust the pilgrims. Snow's letting up. I wonder if the Haligtree is gonna be frozen over? Also, I can't tell if that's the caravan I already robbed or not. But hey, spot of grace. Inner Consecrated Snowfield. Oh, okay. Well, we have to see if these guys have new loot or old loot. Caravan inspection. Please stop. Flowing curved sword. Ooh. Alright, back to the spot of grace to reset these guys. Ooh. Arteria flower. So, do we continue following the lights even though... I can't tell the snowstorm picked back up again, or... And we should be near the obelisk. That said, when I was robbing those guys, I noticed what looked like a church over there. I mean, the obelisk should be somewhere this way. Ah, there it is. I'm going to ignore those wolves playing in the snow for right now. Map, Consecrated Snowfield. Oh, and some glowy ruins over that way. Map of Consecrated Snowfield and Envires. The route through this land, crossed east to west by a frozen river, leads to McQuella's Haligtree. This is a path taken by those unchosen, though it is a trial all the same. And Flowing Curved Sword. Legend speaks of a master of the sword, garbed in blue, in this curved blade that was patterned after flowing water. Strong attack unleashes a series of strikes akin to a dance, offering a glimpse into the legend. Skill Spinning Slash. Okay, it does slash damage, not like blood damage, because it doesn't look particularly sharp. And then Red Branch Shortbow. Shortbow of polished red wood, fashioned by a master craftsman and wielded by pages. A bow which requires dexterity rather than strength to master. And Skill Barrage. I am a bit curious. Is the cloak... Okay, so it is... Just kind of curious what it looks like. That is definitely a bit silly. I do love my frenzy eyes. They are quite cool looking. Oh, I did not see that wolf right there. I thought I'm gonna clear my throat here real quick because I feel like on the verge of dying. There we are. Better. Alright, a new map has been found. Consecrated Snowfield. Oh, so that wasn't a road, that was a river here. Alright, something tells me this is the Haligtree. Okay. I'm pretty certain that the floating continent we found was like over this way, because I was kind of curious if this was maybe in the sky, but I guess not. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, going off my earlier theory of like the Erdtree is some sort of like alien parasite entity. Boy, flashbacks to the Aoife tree from Final Fantasy IX. Then it's like maybe the Haligtree and the same tree in the DLC, which was like the Shambalumbalumba tree or whatever. Like maybe they're alien parasites as well, or like newer parasites, or maybe a new species of alien tree. Ooh. Well, we know what that means. Invaded by Anastasia, Tarnished Eater. There she is. There we go. Anastasia Tarnish Eater has died, and somber ancient dragon smithing stone acquired. Whew. Okay, we're still relatively good on stuff. I could have probably done that safer without having to do Inescapable Frenzy, but Inescapable Frenzy is so much fun. But okay, what is up with... You know, we're gonna ignore that. No, no. Frenzy! Technically, I should be your guys' lord right now. Yilo Onyx Ruins. Alright. Meeting up with the Three Fingers didn't give us new weapons, but maybe here will give us some new weapons or spells. I guess technically that's a lie. We got basically the casting catalyst for frenzy stuff, which is pretty nice to have. What are those? Are those giant rats? I think our twin is for the best here. Ah, okay, it's a giant sleeping and resting nearby. Okay. Alright, so same deal as the guy outside of Volcano Manor. Oh, wrong one. Come on, take a tumble. Alright, Golden Ruin 13, so we are in desperate need of replenishment here. Don't trust that there's not more than meets the eye here. Oh, there's smoke in the distance. Yeah, I think we just gotta take this guy down. Whoa! Oof. Right, gotta take cover. You think they would pick up on the frenzied flame within me? Hello, small fry. Come on, just gotta make these shots here through the small doorway. I mean, not bad gain for RP. Or not RP. Runes. Straight up runes. Alright, more Eye of Yellow. There we go. Still not seeing where the inevitable basement is. I don't want to get back too close to the snowfield itself in case Ghost Dragon Warrior comes back out again. Which I assume is a punishment mechanism for, like, hey, you're supposed to be navigating the ice field correctly. Merchant? Oh. Not merchant. Alright, smoldering butterfly. Huh, okay, so there's a mine down here. But let's finish exploring this area. Okay, we're still actually pretty good on flasks. Just sadly can't resummon those, since resummon is only on using Spot of Grace. Ooh, hello. Any of you have any more things for your Lord of Frenzy here? Last Shard, Rhymed Roa, or Yellow Ember. Aha, here we go. Come on, new frenzy fun tool. What do we got? It's behind door number 1. Unendurable Frenzy. Ooh. Whose spells are the best? Phase 31. Emit violent bursts of yellow flame from frenzy from eyes. Or yellow flames of frenzy from eyes. Incantation, originating from the maddening Three Fingers, causes yellow flames of frenzy to violently burst forth from the caster's eyes. Hold to continue channeling the flame. This incantation can be used while in motion. It is the maddening pain and unstoppable tears of those afflicted with the flames of frenzy brought into being. Nice. Also, okay, only a single slot. That's good. Now, because though this is so secret, I'm still kind of curious if the main building itself has something. Because since the name of this place is, yeah, the Yelaw Onyx Ruins, like, I'm kind of wondering if we get more background on whatever Yelaw is, given it pops up a lot in the Frenzy stuff. A lot of different miscellaneous worshippers here. Or they're being drawn by the sound, and that's okay with us. Uh-oh. Not the big guys, though. Big guys, you don't need to come see this. Should probably top off. Yep, turn around. You can go back. Yeah, now think about it. Since, like, we've absorbed the Three Fingers, the Three Fingers doesn't really technically exist anymore. More specifically, like, we are the Three Fingers? I mean, it's definitely passed on the flame to us. And more rats. All these eyes of yellow. I wonder if Yelaw is the equivalent, like, if the Erdtree is for the Golden Folk, and the Haligtree maybe is for, like, the Scarlet Rot, or even maybe, like, Death Folk, then I wonder if maybe there's a Yelaw tree that's for Frenzy? Okay, cool. That didn't attract the attention of the big man. We're gonna try and sneak over here to see if there's any treasures right next to them. Not seeing any. And here it leads to one other rat. There it is. Order on one. Okay, stone third key. Was really hoping for at least one other thing here. But beggars can't be choosers. I mean, they can be, but they're unlikely to get anything out of doing so. Alright, not seeing any secret other basement. So it's like, just taking a look. Because I was really hoping to maybe find at least a note or something about Yelaw. Alright, back to the shackle. whatever this guy dropped. Like, whatever he dropped, slash... I don't think he was a pre-existing body, but just in case. Yep, glass shard. So we're gonna do a quick bestial vitality here. It's like if one tower had a basement, maybe the other tower has another basement, but I don't see it. I keep hearing stomping out in the snowfield, but I'm assuming it's the dudes that are pushing along the carriage. But I don't see them, though. Oh, I was kind of hoping that maybe, like, the ground would give away to additional secrets, but alas, no. Alright, seems like it's probably time to check out that mine shaft. Guess usually where there's mine shafts, there's bell bearings we can get for the merchant that allow us to buy permanent stone upgrades, which is very good for trying out new stuff. Alright, smithing stone 7. I wonder if that's previewing what we're going to find here. Alright, probably get weapons at the ready. The Yila Annex Tunnel. Maybe down here we'll get more Yila lore. We're gonna send it down ahead of us just so that way if worse comes to worse, we have something to land onto. But same old protocol, check the walls here. So it's like, given everything's more like ice, keep expecting to like land on a platform and have it slip away. Alright, send that back up. I don't see any secret down there. Okay, that guy's not targetable. I want to level up. 2,000 more runes. Oh yeah, there it is, the Skidoo tree. That was basically the one from the DLC. Okay, so we need 2,000 more runes. We can probably make it a quick 3,000. Yeah, we'll do 3,000, just in case. Alright, rest at Site of Grace. Alright, level up. Boom, 25 dex. And then, what should we get rid of? We've yet to try Noble Presence. I do want to try it out, though. It feels like it's been a while since we had Scouring Black Flame. Man, in general, it's been a while since we got a another memorization stone. I could see the argument that maybe this new spell we got is essentially an upgraded version of the Flame of Frenzy. So yeah, maybe go from the Flame... Well, actually, hold on. I want to see how quickly I can spam regular Flame. Because NPCs can spam it pretty quickly. It's fine. Now, how quickly can we spam an Adorable Frenzy? Less so. But it is definitely more bang for the buck. I think it should be okay. Hopefully. Maybe. Alright. Who are we dealing with here, given that all these guys seem to be already dead? I hear electric, which is sometimes gravity. Alright, I want to drop down there, but let's first check out over here. I'm assuming locked. Yep, that's not from this side. I do like this, like the shotgun from the eyes approach. Alright, freezing grease. Really feels like I should be able to break this ice open, but I'm also okay with it not suddenly shattering underneath my feet and then having me fall. Now we're getting closer to the sound of the electricity. Okay, so basically, it's another one of those gravitational wormholes that the dudes come out of. Alright, we're gonna get back up. But as long as we don't suddenly fall down, that's the important part. I'm kind of glad that I'm dressed for all these winter areas now. Alright, go to road 10. Should definitely hop on a bestial vitality. So tempted to drop down and fight whatever that thing is, but I imagine we'll get there all in due time. I wasn't certain if I could punch him in the back, so I didn't even bother trying. Explosive stone clump times 6. Somber smithing stone 8. I wonder if I passed any other somber smithing stones by, given just white on white. Kinda wondering if this is gonna open up the side door that was closed. Alright, not gonna risk it. Although I like how I'm not going to risk it and then immediately just try dodging what probably would have been a pretty heavy strike. Huh, I really thought one of these things would be the other side of that door that was locked previously. And multiple gravitational things. Like, I know you're gonna come out, so save us the trouble. There we go. But alright, so there's more than one of them here. Smithing stone 8. Somber smithing stone 9. 8. I'm very glad that he jumped into the little side pit of his own volition. Alright, what do we have? Okay, here we go. This should be the door that was closed from the other way. Alright, definitely boss door. Maybe black knife? I'm thinking basically, it's usually like spells, shield, summon. Big arena. Oh, Estelle, Star of Darkness, alright. Yeah, figuring it's gonna be a follow-up. Black Knife, please attack. There we go. Thank you, Black Knife. Ouch. Yeah. I tried rolling right away, but was not fast enough. Not too bad, though. Cool. Got to keep our runes. Alright, door should be open. Interesting, though, that it would be a random outer god here, given they kind of made a bigger deal about it with the one that was near Ronnie. Alright, gotta close the gap here. Teleport. Yeah. This might be it. Yep. Yeah, we might just have to stick to the spells, given how big it is. But I wonder if, our new spell, Unendurable Frenzy, might not be good, given how large it is, and once we start shooting stuff up the sky, like it's almost guaranteed to hit. The question is how much damage will it actually do. Alright, time to close the gap. There. I laugh because I'm trying to be good and not use spectral lands. But it's just like, no you don't! You're gonna be using spectral lands whether you like it or not. I'm like, alright. If the boss wants to get lanced in the head, who am I to argue? I do look just like all the icicles just kind of shattering. Alright. Drink our buffer potion. Summon Black Knife as he throws one of his things into a stalactite or stalagmite. Alright, try to get like mid-range here. Stab him with the good stuff. Alright, run a bit in case he tries to do anti-grav. Sound like it capitalized. Oh, yep, time to start running. Whoa! I didn't expect to fake out like multiple ones for grabbing. Now that said, much better like in terms of how far we got him down. And in fact, I think yeah, we're gonna go basically with Mimic Tier this time around. Because Mimic Tier being human can actually kind of like tank some of this stuff for us, where if it gets grabbed first, then we don't need to worry about us getting grabbed. Alright. First we gotta make sure we get the opening to actually use it. Alright, here we go. Tailwind 1. Tailwind 2. Throw all the spectral lances. Alright, run away in case of gravity. Watch the stamina. I was hoping basically for a sudden stun there. Alright, yeah, meteor time. There you are, Mimic. It's like, hug my Mimic whenever basically I suspect potential grab. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it might have been. Meteorite of Estelle. Huh. Why is this glowing? And normally there's a return to the exit thing. Thought I heard a secret reveal itself. Okay, now that's over there. Yeah, I wonder why the center of the room lit up like that. I don't necessarily want to go up yet, because we know there's more stuff down below. Fire material. Ooh, everything's donate. Alright, we're gonna go back to the spot of grace. Use that, but then we're gonna dive back deep in because I wonder about that other gravity hole. Alright, let's see here. Level up. Now the bit of a crossroads here. Like, we could keep on dumping stuff into Vigor, Mind, Endurance. But I'm thinking we put stuff into Arcane, because I wouldn't mind getting into an Arcane maybe at a 20 each to, like, have a bit more variety of what we can use. So yeah, we're going to basically put it in Arcane. And then, trying to think what the best tool's going to be here for fighting the dude down below. And I guess just maybe good old Frenzy Spear is sometimes the way to go. Chop. Alright, so the thing's doing 6. You know, because we don't know what we're about to deal with down below. Topping off as a just in case. There we go. Smithing Stone 8. Alabaster Lord Sword. Smithing Stone 8. Should actually turn on our lantern as well. Now, I'm still hoping that we get a... Oh, come here. That's a bell bearing. I mean, Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone is still good. But unlimited other stones is better. Okay, Smithing Stone 8. Here we go. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. Drinking. Alright, pickaxe and Smithing Stone 6. Rune Arc. I was really hoping it would be at the bell bearing. Okay. We're still good on time. Like, we're technically just at time, but I think that's enough to at least do a tiny bit more exploring. As I do want to kind of, like, guarantee here that... Okay, hello. Alright, take out these guys. So there was a few things I was curious about. Go. Mainly, there was a shaft up above that looked like it was a fall-down shaft. I mean, it still could be. Alright, I think we can... I was gonna say ignore these guys, but one of them actually has throwing technology. Yeah. Is there anything up above? Maybe not. There we go. Just in case there's anything messed up here, but I don't think there was. Mainly just curious about basically why this thing started glowing in the middle, and if there's like a secret interaction with that. And I guess there's one thing I can do to kind of check. When I see yellow, I think frenzy, so maybe... Dang. But also, okay, so that thing actually works as a flamethrower. I did not realize that. I'm kind of curious if maybe by, like, lighting up that, the stone here, maybe the ruins up above are, like, glowing with frenzy, and we can learn more about Yellow? It's like Yellow Annex Tunnel, Yellow Onyx Ruins. But what is Yellow Annex? An ancient civilization? Hello, big guy. Just seeing if there's like any alternate path to kind of like leave the ruins to another Yellow Annex something. You know, I really thought since they would shoot Frenzy that they wouldn't actually just shout at me, but then they shouted at me. There he goes, okay. Now, we don't want to be wandering too blindly here. Although... what's this over here? Why does it look important? It's like a cairn. Oop, hello. Oh. Oh, you want to see who's the better worshipper? Alright, more Eye of Yellow, Yellow Ember. So yeah. Why are they so far away from the rest of the ruins? Or maybe... I'm like, does the frenzy have anything to do with the Haligtree? And my friend was pretty adamant on, like, having me check it out, but I thought it was more for the DLC. I might heavily regret this. I kind of just want to walk right up to it and start blasting. But I guess if it's sleeping, we can kind of take advantage of that and look around first. Alright, Aquata's Lily. Trying to see if there's any sort of, like, sign of the frenzy up here. Whether that, like, little cairn at the cliff really was kind of the border. I mean, these really do look like petrified trees. Oh, Albernac's down there. Oh, and a slime. What an odd crowd all kind of gathered here. I might regret this. But I really do just want to get point blank up and start blasting. Tee hee hee hee. Well, that didn't do much. Don't know if he's going to pursue or whether he's okay having let me blast him for a bit. Now we can just kind of walk away. I mean, we're not considered in combat, which I'm going to take advantage of that. Alright, I'm warping over here. Alright, make sure I don't want to use up some of this extra time too flippantly. But okay. So, we came in from this direction. The caravan is leaving that area. Not seeing any other ruins that would really call out to us. But it seems like the proper course is to still go through. Like, it seems like this would probably lead over to the Haligtree. But I'm curious about this. And I don't think we really need this anymore, so we can get rid of that. Yeah, so we're going to place that for now. And then look for lights out on the ice. But I can't tell. Huh. Like, is that really the last of the light? Ooh. Huh. thought I heard a scarab. Man, I guess there's a light over here. And then here. Yeah, it's exactly like the lady. Our archer. 1-to-1 like our archer, even shooting at us too, alright. Not seeing exactly where the next light is. But I'm assuming that this rune is what we're looking for. It's like maybe this entire area is a bit smaller than I was giving it credit for. Yeah, okay. Now, what the? Ordina, liturgical town. Trying to see if there's an area where we can summon ashes, because in my opinion would be the obvious answer would be summon Archer Girl. Alright, have to be bones. Okay, can't talk to the ghost. Just kidding. Oopsie. Past her. Past her again. There we go. Getting Lieutenant at the ready here. Golden Rune 10. I don't like the idea of just a wolf kind of chilling there. Alright, tap the grace. Maybe we can talk to our ashes here? No? Okay. Maybe this isn't where we take her, but we take her to that thing to the northwest? So this really does look like the promised land for the Abenaki. Freezing Greece. And part of me feels like I should definitely take advantage of no one being aggressive quite yet. As ever, always get a better view from on high. Yeah, so many random, sealed doorways that aren't super effective at sealing the area. Okay. Not even any bell that you can kind of ring. That said, over there looks a bit suspicious. The sound of crunchy snow on the roof. It almost looks like an Everjail over there. First, this place also gives me kind of vibes of the town Selenia. Okay, so that platform does look like it leads to the Haligtree. Or Haligtree. Alright. Alright, that's definitely an Everjail, given that we've seen ones like that before. Light the 4 figures in the Everjail. So we have to go into the Everjail. Alright. Which, then, I wonder, once we're in the Everjail, all these guys will be enemies then. Ah, okay. Which... Okay, so yeah, this is Ordino. Liturgical Town? Oh, hey, I didn't even notice, basically, wow, I didn't even notice both these Erd trees around here. Huh. Note to self, check out those minor Erd trees. Oh, hey, a Colosseum fighter. Alright. Walking Mausoleum. Alright, old Fang. Alright, we're gonna try and book it to those ruins to the northwest. See what we'll see. Very tempted to fight that guy, though. No easy way to get across without potentially risking getting attacked. Ooh, golden seed. Definitely want that. It's been a while since we got basically an increase on our stuff, so I wonder if that's going to be enough gold seeds now. Alright, they're still just chilling. Exactly the strategy I expected a walking mausoleum to be employing. Golden Ruin 7. I mean, we're safe as long as we're underneath it. Here we go. Oh, wrong thing to do. Take care of these barnacles. Alright, I think that's all the barnacles on one side. Again. You know, just in case, topping off on some health here. Alright, so that's all the ones on that foot. I mean, normally you don't need to clear all the feet. Just basically enough load-bearing ones. Alright, then back step. There we go. Alright, step, and then correction step. Yep, there we go. And back step. Yay! Alright, let's confirm what we know. in that this should just be another headless demigod corpse. Yep, alright, cool. And it's been a while since we've gotten any, new ones. That's because a lot of the stuff is just not usable, so it's just like, it's slightly useless even though I appreciate the offer. It's like, hey, was there any of the ashes that you wanted? Both of them? It's like, yes, quite a few in fact. The apostate derelict. Oh, there's somebody here. Hello. Oh, there we go. Summon Latenna.
O young yet towering sister of ours, let the birthing droplet in and create life for us, for all the Albinorics. Thank you. I finally fulfilled my purpose.
Somber ancient dragonsmithing stone. Nice.
Our young yet towering sister will give us hope. Now that nothing is left unfinished, I will join you in battle to the bitter end. And when the fighting is done, then you may lay me to rest. Beside Lobo, my dear wolf.
Can I talk to the giant lady? No? Silver mirror shield. I feel like also we should definitely never tell Gideon about this place. I mean, there's a lot we shouldn't tell Gideon, even though it's his entire deal is the all-knowing. Okay, cool. We have got 3 ancient dragonsmithing stones. Shield of radiant silver, festooned with amber and carried by Loretta, Knight of the Haligtree. The shape is said to imitate that of a sacred drop of dew, which inspired the absurd rumor that Loretta herself was an Albernac. No skill. Alright, it has 100% damage negation, though. And 89% magic damage negation. Oh yeah, we actually didn't read Meteorite of Estelle. One of the glintstone sorceries that manipulates gravitational forces, summons a void that emits a hailstone of meteorites, hold to continue the effect, a manifestation of the power with which Estelle leveled the Eternal City. Oh! So he is the one that killed them all. Alright. And the Alabaster Lord Sword. Great sword forged from a blue-white meteoric ore. The blade conceals gravity-manipulating magics, a unique weapon to the Alabaster Lords, a race of ancients with the skin of stone who are said to have risen to life when meteorites struck long ago. And unique skill, Alabaster's Lord's Pull. And that's the one that pulls them in. I can't remember basically if that one's a duplicate or not, but we did pick up a new one, so. I am a bit curious here. Alright. Our shield is 3.5. Yes, it would gain magic resistance by quite a good deal, but we'd lose guard boost. Basically, we lose everything else. Yeah, probably not worth it. Also, I see jellyfish out there, and where there are jellyfish, there's usually treasure. Not always so. Sometimes the jellyfish just get angry and... Oh! Why... Trina's lilies. I wonder if that's a special thing around here, is just all the St. Trina's lilies. That said, I don't think the giant Abernathy lady was St. Trina. Right? Guess you mean, like, wait, what's she called, Loretta? Or was that a different thing? It's like, I paid attention to the substance, but trying to remember what names are what is a bit difficult at times. Alright, yeah, the apostate derelict. Seeing nothing else around here. Although I'm somewhat curious. Ooh. Well, 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 what do we have here? Number next to 9. I was mainly curious on where the frozen waterfall kind of terminated. Huh. Big old corpse and spaghetti monsters. Go to Rune 13. I really thought there might be like a crypt or something here, but no such luck. Yeah, I feel like if we're gonna put a secret somewhere, it'd be where the like waterfall is, right? Right. It's like, no. I mean, yes, but also no. Oh, another death riper. Ah! I mean, if the bird wants to take care of it for us, then that's okay with me. Being pushed into a corner. Yeah, like I do wonder basically if these guys are related to the Black Flame at all, or whether the blue-black is separate. I don't. There we go. Flashbacks to fighting basically, what's his face? Linsinix, the Arc Dragon? Or the Elder Ancient Dragon or whatever. There we go. Not quite sure what to do here. Alright, try to see if it's not going to teleport back up its own volition. Oh. Hey, giant bird, get down here. Better not be healing up there. Cool. Alright, kind of worked! This entire thing right now is very silly, I must say. But I'm curious what treasure it will drop. It's like we're using the chance of it being down to get stamina back. Alright, stamina back. Given the difficult terrain and the fact that I'm not seeing any way to summon a spirit, like, I don't feel much qualms about just throwing spears from a distance. Wouldn't be the first time we've taken on a boss like this. Might not even be the last. Whew. Enemy felled. Wow, that's a lot of ruins. And explosive ghost flame. So this might answer that question I had about blue, white, and black fire versus black fire. Causes ghost flame explosion that burns wide area. Sorcery of the Servants of Death. Strike the ground with the staff, triggering an explosion of ghost flame that burns the surrounding area. In the time when there was no Earth Tree, death was burned in ghost flame. Deathbirds were the keepers of that fire. What do you mean death was burned in ghost flame? Death as in like the undead, or like death as in the conceptual concept of death? 42 int. So I'm not using that anytime soon. Now I guess that would probably count as the treasure that I would normally expect to find here. Huh, up there, it's like, I thought I saw butterflies. There, nice of butterflies. Grab those. So yes, I think the nascent butterflies are a bit attached to death, given they're kind of that same, like, deathly blue that the deathbird is. And those are albernacs over there. In theory, the trees could be hiding something. But alright, what we'll do basically to cap things off for today, we are going to basically quickly go into the jail. I say quickly a lot. Well, actually, well, one, we should definitely... Okay, that's a living wolf. That's a living thing over there. We should use some of these runes that we have. Alright, level up. More arcane. Ooh, yeah, 2 level ups worth. Alright. Cool. And I also want to check out basically that strange gladiator who was just outside of town. I think I have the wrong area. There he is. Like, what's his deal? We know from the boss fight that he might have a snake inside him, which is a thing. And it's pretty beefy too. Oh yeah, even see the snake on its actual hand. Came so close, they only at the last minute there. Oh, cool, and his hat has like all the different snakes on it too. I wonder if, like scarlet rot, poison snakes, kind of. That's kind of the vein that I'm wondering about. Like maybe it's very snaky themed for like what scarlet rot actually is. Maybe it's like the snake, kind of boy, what do they call that? The nibble guller or nibble. My brain's like nibble snarf. I'm like, nope, that's Monster Hunter. But yeah, the dragon that nibbles at the roots of Yggdrasil. Like, so I wonder if basically that's kind of what the snake is to the proverbial Haligtree, where it's like that way, Miquella and Melania, like, you know, being twins and whatnot, like maybe they're associated with like the Erdtree stuff, but, you know, or the Haligtree in this particular case, probably. And the Scarlet Rot is simply the poison by the serpent that gnaws at the roots. There we are, try to get some stamina back. Rotten Duelist Greaves, Rotten Great Axe. Alright, calls a Scarlet Rot build-up. 20 weight. Great Axe designed for gladiatorial combat, now festering with Scarlet Rot, used by duelists who were exiled from the Colosseum. And Rotten Duelist Greaves. Greaves wrapped with bronze snakes, eaten through by Scarlet Rot, worn by gladiators who had driven from the Colosseum. The wearer becomes a slightly easier target for foes. I wonder why they become slightly easier target. But alright, let's hop into the Everjail, unlock this thing, and then basically we can leave off, assumedly entering the domain of the Haligtree, and that basically kind of sets us up for next time. Because I doubt a city of this size is going to be pretty quick. Alright, cap it off. That should probably get the proper equipment at the ready. I'm not sure what the proper equipment would be. Oh, dang it. Didn't mean to fall down, but we know how to get back over there. Let me off. There we go. Alright, climb up here. Oh, did I not loot that body over there? Looks like it's still glowing with something. Alright, up, up, down. What do we have here? Slumbering egg. Alright, so if we want to get over... Ah, yes. No, wait. No. Here we go. Did I... Okay. I couldn't remember if I previously needed a torrent or not. But alright, here we go. Enter Everjail. If it works like the other Everjails, that means we should be good, not fearing losing our runes. Because the runes will appear in the actual world where there are no enemies. Okay, so yeah, the dolls are up above, but we can't use torrent. Alright, up here. Not shocked in the least. I mean, at least we know from... Whoa! Well, we know what we need to bust out now. We were warned a long time ago, just like, at some point, these invisible enemies will become standard. And lo and behold, they have become. Alright, let's see. Ooh, the question, though, is what to give up. I mean, probably should be the heat shield. Because we need basically a weapon in the right hand. Alright, so... Sentry Torch. Okay, is there an easier way to get over there? Aha! Okay, so now we can see them. Like, even before we actually enter the area, so that's good to know. Cool. Dang it, I didn't pick up my runes, did I? Do that before heading back in. Alright, try this again. There we go. And up over here. There we go. I wonder if the wolves are also invisible. Because, like, why was the wolf, like, gone now? Trying to think of the proper way to get over to where we initially got onto the rooftops. It's gonna be a bit difficult. We know from personal experience how quick on the draw they are. We might just need to kind of like stick to underground. Now, a big question though is, why are these guys down here? Or not down here, but in here. There we go. Ooh, Ghost Club for 9. Not bad. Alright, back to being careful of snipers. So I wonder if killing the Black Knife Assassins keeps them dead in here. I'd like to imagine so, but we know from those, like, little guys running away with treasure, who are dropping the golden ruins, or the hero ruins for, like, taking them down, they themselves didn't stay dead. Okay, so can't actually enter. Okay, good. We're gonna be in trouble if we start getting sniped while climbing. Okay. Almost due. What's that, like 1 of 4? Okay, we know the path to another. I saw 1 get ready, and we're in the crosshairs of 3 of them potentially. I know I had to go for the drink, but alas. I mean, I could have started, like, whacking her to kind of buy some time, but I think basically the head poking up would have gotten sniped by one of the other ones. Okay, they still have the torch in the offhand. Okay, and so at least one of the black knives are still alive. At least we have a heading. Now the big question though is, did the other guy respawn or not? Okay, I did pick up my runes. I was like, I did do that right. That is a bit important. Ugh. Too agile for me. Yeah, we need to get that one. Well, too agile, and he definitely kind of caught us by surprise there. Glancing at the time to make sure I don't get too caught up here. Because I thought this was going to be a bit quicker than it's actually turning out to be, but I think it's doable. There's our runes. And by doable, I mean doable within a fair degree of time. Alright, run over. Alright. I do wonder if the one we lit up counts as still being lit. I'd imagine it does. Ouch. Uh-oh. It's even worse. Go. Phew. Ghost Clover at 9. And another statue. That's 2 out of the 4. Or 3. I think it's 4. Although if it is 4, we don't really have a beat on where the other one would be. But I guess we could look in the other world if need be. Well, actually, we can first find out if this one stays lit or not. If we have to do it every time, that's a bit of a problem. I mean, not a huge problem, but it's a problem to keep in mind. Okay, cool. So it does stay lit. And the gauntlet ahead of us here. other one didn't start shooting. I think that would have been a lot rougher had the other one triggered as well. I'm a bit curious what that body has over there. Okay, so yeah, it was 4. So I'm curious what that body has over there. Oh yeah, there's the other archer. Man, I guess that's fine for right now. Where could this last one be? I'd imagine it's somewhere over, like, there. So I do want to check out what's over here, even though I suspect the Black Flame's gonna be, like, guarding this guy. Or, not Black Flame, Black Knife. Invigorating cured meat? Held shut by a seal, so... Despite the appearance, it's not necessarily Morgoth the Grace-Given. Alright. Take out this one. I wonder if they stayed dead between goes, but I figured they don't. I figured they respawn. Alright, if I had to take a guess, last one's over here, but it could be out further into the snow. Yeah, okay. I was wondering why there was that one ghost, like, way over by herself that one time. So I think my answer is because she is guarding the last of the statues here. Yes, this is the wall of the jail. I'm like half preparing myself to dodge out of the way if need be at the last second if suddenly a Black Knife descends on us. We never got confirmation if they respawn or not. If they did, the other one would be around. Aha, here we go. It's like the only reason to be a ladder would be if there is a statue up above. Yep, here we go. But the question is, by lighting this, are we kicked back into the real world, or the seal's broken it down? I'm like, boss fight? Nope, okay. Oh, so the jail's... The jail is still sealed. But the wolf there is basically remaining. Okay, just in case we end up getting thrown into a boss fight, we're gonna basically use a spot of grace. But I do want to still go up above to see if we get, like... Basically, I want a spot of grace inside whatever this, like, this town is that we're going to. Ash, my poor throat's kind of dying. It's like, I should call it, but adventure lures me ahead here. But now think about it, are all these seals gone? Okay, cool. Gonna roll the dice that we're good for right now. So tempted to look underneath in those steps. I should. If I don't look now, I'll never look. Ooh, Black Knife, Hood, Armor, Gauntlets, and Greaves. I say ooh because I do like how they look. They definitely have swag. I will give him that. But alright, let's actually get to the thing we need to get to. Alright, cool. And we're also going to check out this description here. Hood used by the Black Knife Assassins. The assassins that carried out the deeds of the Night of the Black Knives were all women, and rumored to be Newman, who had close ties with Marika herself. To be Newman? I'm trying to recall basically where / if we've heard that before. Scale armor used by the Black Knife Assassins, forged to make no sound. Traces of power yet remain in its concealing veil, which muffled the sound of footsteps. The assassins that carried out the deeds of the Night of Black Knives were all women, and rumored to be Newman. Alright. Okay, so all the other ones are the same thing. Oh, not bad weight either. It's a bit tempting as a thing to do. Or use. Yeah, so I can't even see this area like prior. But alright, I'm expecting a spot of grace, and then we will go ahead and call it here for today. Aquelis Haligtree. And hey, little toot people. Oh, maybe I actually get the spell to use their horn. Interesting, though, that it's like the ants and the people from the capital. A very interesting place, I must say. A bit of a shame that we're on the outs with our current maiden. I'd be curious to see if she would actually have any, like, insight into this, but we've sided with the frenzy for right now, so it is what it is. A very beautiful looking place, though. Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more, but that will have to wait until next time, as I'm just staring slack-jawed in awe, like, ooh. I'll admit, slight vibes of the World Tree stuff from, like, Warcraft back in the day. Although, those plots, I would say, didn't really quite end satisfyingly, but everyone enjoys the vibe of a giant tree. Like I said, I think of the Aoife tree from Final Fantasy IX. Obviously, Yggdrasil basically is pretty common all across all the things. But yeah, alright. That is neither here nor there. Next time, the Haligtree. So, until then, later.